Okay, this is the first video for section 7.2. We are going to be looking at two different properties in this section. So the first property is a quotient of powers, and a quotient is the answer to a division problem. So the definition is if you had a variable raised to another variable, and you're dividing by the same base, then you subtract the exponents. So for an example, if I had x to the 6th over x to the 4th, you're going to have x to the 6th minus 4, which is x squared. Okay, so the first example would be x to the 7th, y to the 12th, over x to the 6th, y to the 3rd. So you just want to look at each base separately. So we just have to look at the x's first. So you have 7 and 6. So 7 minus 6 is 1. And 12, when you look at the y's, so 12 minus 3 is 9. Okay, the next one, you have a to the 3rd, b to the 9th, over a, b squared. When you look at the a's, the exponent with the bottom a would be a 1. So when you subtract 3 minus 1, here's 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, here is the next property. It is called a power of a quotient. Okay, so that is when you have dividing and you're raising it to a power. So just like we did in the last section, you basically want to distribute that m to each variable. So as an example, if I had x over y and I'm raising it to the 3rd power, then you are going to take the 3 and take it to each one of them. And since we have the parentheses, you are multiplying just like last time. So it'd be x to the 3rd over y to the 3rd. Okay, so for this example, you have 4c to the 3rd d squared over 5. And raising all of that to the 3rd power. So you want to distribute that 3 to each term and each term in the denominator. So if you look at the numerator, you would have 4 to the 3rd. And then when you distribute this 3 to this 3, you are going to multiply. So 3 times 3 is 9. And 3 times 2 is 6. Then when you distribute it to the denominator, you have 5 to the 3rd. So then to simplify this, you can actually do these. So 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. And 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. Okay, the next one. You have 3 m to the third n squared over 4p to the fifth q. And you're raising that all to the third power. Okay, so you want to distribute this 3 to each term and in the denominator. So you have 3 to the third. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 to the third. 3 times 5 is 15. And 1 times 3 is 3. So now the only thing you need to do is actually figure these out. And you can probably skip that step and go right to that.
Start B lunch.
Okay, so that is the end of the first video. So your homework that goes along with this video is 7.2 worksheet, page 11, odds.